I'm a musician, singer-songwriter from beautiful Los Angeles, California.
From singing in nightclubs to a breakup performance on Last Call with Carson Daly, Los Angeles singer-songwriter Maria Digby may have the voice of an angel, but it hasn't been an easy road to travel for her love of music. Known for her acoustic cover of Rihanna's Umbrella, Digby certainly isn't the first musician to find success on YouTube, but she is proof that one can have a successful music career with the help of the internet.
But with the internet, I think people feel like the people they're watching on the screen are just like them, and you know, it's obvious that there aren't, you know, computer enhancements. You know, it's real and it's right in front of your face, and I think that's why people form such a strong bond with people like myself or whoever's found success on the internet, because it's much more personal than, say, a really glossy, glammed up music video that they watch on MTV. You know, you kind of watch that from afar, but when it's on your computer and it's obviously homemade, I think you have a more of attachment to it and the person who's conveying the song.
Digby grew up in a multicultural family with an Irish-American father and a Japanese mother. Interested in music from a very young age, she began taking piano lessons while still a toddler. By the time she had reached high school, she was also playing the guitar and performing her own music.
I started writing my own at 15, never told a soul until 18 when I decided to join the high school talent contest. And that was my first time ever singing in front of people. And I got a standing ovation that night, and it changed everything.
After high school, she enrolled as a philosophy major at UC Berkeley, but at the age of 19, she decided to pursue music full-time, and in 2004, she entered the Pantene Pro Voice competition with her song Miss Invisible and won. The grand prize? Working with a professional producer, $5,000, and performing the song on MTV and VH1.
Take a little look at the life of Miss Always Invisible. Look a little harder, right? Really want you to put yourself in their shoes.
Despite being booed during her first performance after winning the competition, Disney's Hollywood Records saw potential in Digby and signed her to a record deal. Soon after, Digby recorded her first album of original songs, but as she already knew, breaking through wasn't going to be easy.
The record was already finished. It had been finished for half a year, and you know, I wasn't really getting a release date or any information on what was going to happen with the CD, and I was getting a little nervous, and so that's the reason why I started doing the YouTube videos. I wanted to sort of prove to everybody that if I was given a shot, that people would react to my music.
In 2007, after learning Rihanna's hit single Umbrella on her acoustic guitar, she set up her laptop, filmed herself performing the song, and uploaded it to YouTube.
Took a note, now we're sticking out to the end. Now that it's raining more than ever, know that we still have each other. You can stand under my umbrella. You can stand under my umbrella. Ella, Ella, eh.
The Umbrella video was sort of the first one to take off, and before that I was getting 400, 500 views, if that. Like 500 total, and I was ecstatic if I got like, you know, 20 in a day total.
Her cover of Umbrella was a huge overnight success for the singer, and to date has racked up over 21 million views. The song was featured on an episode of The Hills and was played regularly on radio stations across Los Angeles, Sacramento, and Portland, Oregon. The cover was so popular that the singer released a 4-song EP entitled Start Here that featured a studio recording of Umbrella, as well as 2 original songs and a cover of Linkin Park's What I've Done. Like many early adopters of YouTube, Digby saw something special, and so she started posting more covers on her YouTube channel. Everything from Nelly Furtado to Britney Spears, so that users searching for their songs would stumble onto hers instead.
I wanted it to work, but I never imagined that it would be at this level and, you know, with this amount of exposure. So definitely when it started taking off, I was like, crap, you know, am I going to just be that cover girl? Which is like my worst nightmare.
But that wasn't the case. Her simple homemade videos of her performing songs in front of her famous white couch have been viewed more than 120 million times and have driven Digby to a hit iTunes single, songs featured on hit TV shows, and a Gap ad.
My instructions were to write a song inspired by the color yellow. As a songwriter, I'm always looking for inspiration, and this definitely for me was something new, something I'd never done before. To write a song just thinking about one word.
So paint me in your sunshine, walk with me, stay by my side.
But it wasn't all sunshine for the songwriter. Her rise to fame was overshadowed by the questions surrounding her record deal. Many felt deceived by her success because they thought they had stumbled onto another indie artist, when in fact she did have a record deal.
All these people that I didn't know started commenting on the video, and they were horrible things that I can't even come up with if I tried to. I think what you have to realize is two things. One is most of the people who are writing negative things on wherever in the world are not happy with themselves, so they're just looking for an outlet. They want to take that negativity and put it on someone else, so you kind of have to be a little bit sympathetic with that. Usually when you're doing something big or something successful, the negativity will flow in, so it's actually kind of a sign that you're doing something right.
Her 3-month string of success was described as part of a lengthy process of laying the groundwork for the release of her debut album. Finally, in 2008, Unfold was released, and Digby's stunning vocals and summery pop melodies were more than enough to make all the controversy go away. The album debuted at number 29 on the Billboard Top 200 chart with sales of 18,000 in its first week.
Is this true? I wanna hear it one more time. Moving a little closer, take to whisper, just a little louder.
Her first single, Say It Again, was promoted by its appearance on the WB series Smallville and by the creation of 3 music videos. The first, shot by her sisters and a friend, featured her singing and playing the guitar on Venice Beach. The second, only released to parts of Asia, featured Digby performing the song acoustically. The third, an official video, shows her in a movie studio with different backdrops and props appearing behind her while she sings and plays her guitar.
Say it again for me, 'cause I love the way it feels when you are telling me that I'm the only one who blows your mind.
And just like that, Digby went from an unknown musician to webcam wonder to her first national tour to performing overseas in Taiwan, Hong Kong, and Japan.
I just want to quickly say thank you for all the support over the years.
To date, Digby has amassed more than 300,000 subscribers on her YouTube channel, thanks in part to her girl next door charm and her angelic voice.
I have never done a video before where I talk about my process of writing a song, which there isn't much of a process. It's kind of all over the place. Sometimes it's on the piano, sometimes it's on the guitar. And the only thing that I've noticed is I tend to come up with the music first and the melody, and then the lyrics sort of come after that.
Following the success of Unfold, Digby couldn't wait to get back in the studio and began working on 2 concurrent albums. In March of 2009, she released a collection of Japanese cover songs, a homage to her roots in Japan. The album, entitled Second Home, was recorded completely in Japanese and received a limited release only in Japan. In April 2009, her sophomore album, Breathing Underwater, was leaked onto the internet months before its September release date. It was an album that signaled a transformation for the songstress, from acoustic-based songwriter to mainstream pop diva, focusing instead on more electric, synthesized sounds.
It was made in a 2 to 3 month period, so it was really, really quick. And so it really is for me just a snapshot of my life at that time. And I'm really proud of it. It was a push for me. It was very different from my first album, and I think I've gotten a lot of criticism for it, but I felt like it was, I needed to push my limits on the second one to figure out where it is I feel the most comfortable. So I feel like I found my edge.
The album was met with mixed reviews, but left her biggest fans, her Digbyholics, wanting more.
I spent the last several months traveling the world, and I saw many beautiful things, and I learned a lot about myself along the way.
but it also made me appreciate my home that much more.
In July of 2010, Digby released a 17-episode series of the same name in conjunction with the Little Women's campaign. The series gave her fans a glimpse into her personal life and her inspiration behind the album.
So, instead of a regular music video, I thought it would be more visually interesting if I could make people fall in love with the whole album and not just one song, one single, and to create a story sort of which links all of the songs on the album.
I've got my music. It's what I've wanted to do my entire life. And it's finally starting to take off.
With 3 albums under her belt and a growing international fan base, Digby felt it was time to do something for her fans overseas. She packed her suitcase and headed to Manila to record an album for Star Records.
I was there for about 10 months and I saw things that I've never seen before. I've been in LA and Tokyo my whole entire life and lived a pretty sheltered life. And I just went to Manila with my guitar and a suitcase and I didn't really know anyone there. So it was a really, it was an experience that made me, I think, more colorful.
On September 16th, 2011, Digby released her 4th album, entitled Your Love. The album was a return to her singer-songwriter roots, featuring previously released singles and a number of collaborations with artists such as Sam Milby.
Ideally, I want to release a double album. So one would be the regular produced version of the song, and the other one would be the songs but in acoustic form.
Something is good, it can last forever.
She followed its release with an Asian tour, including shows in Singapore and the Philippines.
Singapore, interestingly for me, has always been sort of the first place that I go to in a tour. It's the hub. It's like for me, I love Singapore because it's a melting pot of all the different Asian countries that I love. So you get a little bit of everything, and I feel very comfortable here. I feel at home, even as just being half Japanese. I feel like I can fit into Singapore.
Love hits like a bolt of lightning.
In February of 2013, Digby posted a teaser video on her YouTube channel for a brand new original entitled Neon Rain. It was a welcome return to the Marie that many had fallen in love with, but aside from a few live performances of the song, fans are still awaiting its release.
They wrote the books with missing chapters, filled our heads with things that don't matter.
Not wanting to deprive her fans of new music, Digby would go on to release duet singles Falling For You with JR and The Keeper, a duet with friend and fellow YouTuber Kina Granis.
I'll be the warmth when your heart's grown cold and you're on your own. I'll be the compass that points you to north. I will be your keeper.
Since then, Digby has kept herself busy collaborating with Sephora on a line of nail polish called Formula X, modeling for Art & Bee, keeping up regular appearances on her YouTube channel, and keeping her fans in the loop through her Patreon channel and live shows on Stage It.
I'll be playing songs, talking to you guys, answering questions, and hopefully previewing some new material from my brand new album, and whatever else. Maybe drinking tea, eating a sandwich, I don't know, whatever.
Lay low. Your time will come to show them what you're made of.
On October 29th, 2013, Digby released her 5th studio album, Winter Fields, a more stripped-down and raw offering from the songwriter.
People are craving real musicians, real singers who don't necessarily need to have loads and loads of auto-tune or whatever little magic you can do in the studio. You can make anyone sound like they can sing. So I think people really want to see just another person just playing a song.
'Cause you can't know the joy till you know the pain.
Since bursting onto the world stage with her acoustic cover of Rihanna's Umbrella in 2007, the dark-haired beauty has since made a successful transition from the computer screen to the stage. With 5 albums under her belt, it's safe to say that Marie is now an accomplished musician.
I think that for a while I'm going to have this sort of YouTube cover girl story behind me, and that's okay. That is my story. That is how I got to this point. So I'm totally fine with it.
Where she goes from here? We're about to find out.
I have been waiting 3 years to tell you something. I have new music to share with you. New videos too. It's a different side of me. One I've never shared before. I'm giving you all of me.
On August 14th, 2014, Digweed returned to the music scene with a splash, releasing the stunning video for Vanished on her YouTube channel.
Sometimes I feel like you're a part of my imagination. But you feel so real, you feel so real.
The song takes us on a rhythmic journey and is sure to get your body moving. Within hours of its release, the video had racked up over 1,000 views, and more importantly, ignited a curiosity of what's to come on their forthcoming EP, Chimera.